Hello there, folks. I'm here right in my neighborhood, not far from my house. You can see that beautiful dawn redwood silhouette there, deciduous redwood, tons of them here. Really cool to see. But just wanted to do a little update on this windmill palm. Not looking its best right now. You know, I made a video on this one in the past. I honestly, every time I go by it, I'm surprised at the size. It has grown so much. I think I first saw it like 2 years ago. Followed it over the past few winters. You can see they trimmed off. You can see one of the fronds there. It's been trimmed off. Thankfully, these people seem to know how to care for this palm pretty well. It's been pretty well cared for over the past few years. They trim it pretty well. You can see they don't take off much of the green leaves usually. You can see those top fronds definitely looking fried. I'm actually surprised to see it looking like this. I thought it would have done better considering most of the other ones I've seen in the area look pretty good. Mine, which is probably a similar size, doesn't have nearly this much damage. It only has like a slight bit of damage on some of the fronds. And this is a good protected site. I'm trying to think what direction this is. I think this is an east-facing wall, not a south-facing wall, but still, I mean, it's got the little angle there. It's a pretty good protected spot. And I'm hoping this one will pull through. I'm thinking it will. Thankfully, obviously, what matters the most is the spear, and you can see that spear looking nice and green. But it may spear pull. I'm honestly thinking it might not. Hopefully, it doesn't. But definitely not looking its best. I made a video over the past few years of this palm, covered in ice and snow, and it was certainly looking, quite a bit better than it does now. Just shows that windmill palms can get fried here every number of years during our bad freezes. This is a pretty bad freeze. It probably got to probably 10 or a few degrees below here with wind chills in the negatives. So quite cold for a trachy, but certainly not trachy killing cold. They're not 100% bulletproof palms here. Obviously, bad winters like 2014, between the bad winters, people always get sort of lulled into thinking that, maybe we're a bit milder than we are. And obviously plenty of trackies do survive even the worst of freezes here, but they can certainly die in them. But looking like this one will pull through. But you just got to, be realistic. Remember that, protect your palms when needed. I obviously rather protect a palm than, say it went unprotected, but have it die. There's no pride in that. But obviously there's tons of joy in zone pushing, and this palm thankfully looks like it will pull through, but maybe definitely need to trim those top fronds off. Bottom ones actually, interestingly, don't show too much burn. They're actually looking pretty good, pretty nice and green. I'm not even seeing any spotting on them. And this yard's also got tons of yucca filamentosa, really cool. You can see all these here. They have these huge stalks that go up in, I think, summer or whenever they flower. So really nice to see. But I'm also, it's really cool to see plenty of local windmill palms. And just down that street, like 2 blocks that way, there's another house which has windmill palm. They had some in pots as well, which weren't doing so well over the summer. I think they were being not watered enough, but they had one in the yard, tons of cacti, yucca, etc. So I'm gonna make a video on that house too. But just shows, I mean, this is right in my local neighborhood. I just found this when I was walking by like a couple years ago. Just shows that there are, a number of palms around the DC area. Not common like they are in Virginia Beach, but certainly not as uncommon as places further north. You can still walk around neighborhoods here and find palms. It's pretty neat to see. And now that I'm looking at it, actually, you can see more of the fronds in the back here. Look pretty flawless, honestly. It's just kind of weird that these top ones got so fried. Maybe they were really wind beaten or something. I don't know. I'm not one of the best looking trackies that I've seen after the freeze. Plenty of them made it through with basically no damage at all. But thankfully, it looks like it'll make it. The bottom of that spear looking nice and green. So I'll keep you guys posted. Hopefully, I'm sure these people won't rip it out. They probably know what to do. Just give it time to recover, and I'm sure it will. So I'll keep you guys posted on this one right here in my neighborhood. Really cool to see, and it's a nice size trachy. It's already gotten some good size over the past few years. It's grown like crazy speed, and hopefully it will continue to do so for many years to come. So I'll keep you guys posted on this one. Beautiful Trachycarpus fortunei windmill palm here in probably more so the zone 7A out of the 7B. We're just north of the city in Maryland. So not one of the warmest microclimates by any means, but a good place. Clearly trackies can grow here. So nice to see. Take care, folks.